Hey, it's me, Michelle Brink, and welcome back to Straight to Cam, a Wave original.
That was good, Mom.
Twins.
It was the hey for me.
Hey.
I forgot to do the intro because my mom stole my thunder. It's me, Cameron Brink.
And it's me, Dearica Hamby.
And as my mom said, welcome back to Straight to Cam. Snaps. Once again, I've got my amazing teammate. I got both my mothers with me.
Yes.
Actually. Yeah, high fives. They both have to deal with me.
I feel your pain.
They love me. I got my teammate and co-host Dearica and the one and only my fashion inspo, my Kris Jenner, my mother, Shelly. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I got invited back.
Oh,
I know, me
you
too.
were a fan favorite. I heard you were a fan favorite.
You were.
Oh.
Yeah. So we just had B Hamp, one of my stylists, on the show. Shout out B Hamp. And I told her that you inspired my interest in fashion. So we're going to go around and do a quick fit check again and what we're all wearing.
Whoa.
Do you want me to start?
Yes.
What?
I think she should go.
Okay, you
Want
go.
me to go first?
Yeah, you should go first.
I did not know I was doing this. These are Kate booties.
Explain them for people listening, what they...
Oh, what they are?
Yeah.
Kate is...
No, just like what it looks like.
Oh, they're like a stretchy leather.
Like a witch boot.
They do look very witchy poo. I like a little witchy poo. Do you know witchy poo? Witchy poo was on Bugs Bunny.
No.
Okay, yeah, it's old. Yeah, old reference.
See, this is a kitten hill.
That is a kitten.
Yeah.
B Hamp was like a hill like this, like kitten. And I was
No.
that's kitten.
Yeah, no.
I just had knee surgery, so this is a good
She
heel height for
did.
me.
She just had knee surgery. We'll get to that later.
Attico cargo jeans, and this is a Helsa kind of polo-like top.
Where's your belt from?
You know, so you're iced out on the wrist.
Oh, okay. Thank you to Cameron. A little
Are you
Goriana.
gifting your mom?
Yeah, gifted me.
I didn't get her the
Goriana.
Van Cleefs. I didn't get her the Van Cleefs.
okay.
No, and then
She actually got me both my Van Cleefs.
Yes. And a little bit of Goriana on here in my own.
I should get you a little bracelet from them.
Yes.
You should.
Yeah, I'll get you one.
And then this was my retirement gift from Nike. This is my Cartier watch.
Yeah.
Nice.
And your necklace is from me.
Cameron gave me this. We're talking way too much about me. This was gifted from Cameron. I love this.
So is cute. We need to go to this farmer's market. They have like little vintage charms and stuff too that Dearica and I love crafting. So we should stop by. But I got my mom that necklace at a farmer's market.
And each charm has a meaning, which I love.
Yep.
A horse head. Sounds very Godfather-ish. But my mom grew up riding horses.
Barrel race. She barrel raced.
She would barrel race.
Do you know what that is?
Barrel race?
Yeah, I feel like
it sounds like barrel racing.
Yeah.
You just haul
Go around.
barrels around
Yeah.
barrels.
Okay.
Like it's really
Did
fun
she ride
to
on a
watch.
cow or a horse?
A horse.
Actually,
People do the cows.
I've tried to ride a cow before.
That's what
What?
I feel like you would be familiar with
She lives in the country. She lives in like Jackson, Georgia. She used to have cows. And when I was
Okay.
little, I would go there in the summers and she had like, they weren't her cows, but she had like 60 cows in her backyard.
Yeah, I like you have been on you're a farm girl. Like you,
I did kind of grow up a farm girl.
so you guys have that in common.
Like the summertime.
Yeah, I didn't grow up on a farm, but my mom did.
Yeah.
And then what else? A little charm from New York State, because I'm from New York, upstate New York.
Where are you?
Awful.
New
Okay.
York.
Mama
That's it.
D.
Just kind of did whatever today.
We had a long day at practice.
Yeah, and we're all wearing black and this was not planned.
Yeah.
So this is crazy. But yeah, just like this is, I don't know how you say this brand, Manier Devore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great brand.
Yeah, great brand. But this is like 3 years ago.
Long sleeves.
Yes,
for
long
your
sleeve.
yeah.
And it's given like a little bit classy. And then I just have a denim skirt under here. I don't want to lift up. I don't know where it's at. Yeah. And then I always wear my J's. Got
Those are
Travis
fire.
Scott's, the olive ones. Pink
Did they come with the pink laces, or did you put them in?
anything
Okay.
with pink laces that comes with the shoe, I definitely put it in there.
And you swapped them out, or did they?
No, I think I think they originally come with the pink.
Yeah,
but they do
do.
give you black, and those shoelaces that were in my bag were probably.
Yeah. We just did a what's in. Okay, wait, time out. We just did a what's in my bag. Dearica's what's in my bag.
Yeah.
She probably had 100 hair products.
It was the
Her
greatest
Chick-fil-A
Mary
breakfast.
Poppins.
Yeah.
Literally Mary
Breakfast,
Poppins.
lunch, and dinner.
Shoelaces.
Shoelaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Okay, mine, I just didn't have the energy today, guys. But Attica pants, great for tall girls. New Balance shoes, Mad Happy top. I forgot to put on my engagement ring today. Is that bad?
And lip-ins, yeah.
I just like don't know what to do. Like
I practice and stuff.
Yeah. I remember shooting with it once, and Lynn, our head coach, came over to me and was like, Cam, take that off. Like, why are you shooting?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're matching with the Attica pants. You should reach out to that brand. I feel like they would send you stuff. It's like so good. It's so hard to find pants off the rack that fit. So same thing with long sleeves.
They're not inexpensive, but they're worth it.
I know.
Yeah, no, I've seen them on Farfetch a bit.
I know they're overpriced, but worth it.
No, not overpriced.
A little bit.
Get some love from that brand. It's perfectly
We
priced.
love you.
They have cute mini skirts too.
Oh.
Skirts that aren't too short. That's also a struggle. Anyways, okay. Confessionals. Should I go first? I feel like I always go first. This one, I like this confessional this week. I like to order donuts, a box of Randy's donuts for myself at the start of every week so that I can have a donut with breakfast every morning. It's kind of like Ben and I's tradition. Yeah. So like he has donuts with his coffee, or like if someone like my family, my mom, if she knows I've had a bad day, she'll send me a box of Randy's donuts. So I have a donut every day.
Yeah. I used to do that with crumble.
Yep.
But I've grown out of it, so.
I remember you bringing me the little mini crumbles.
The minis are so
the minis are better
best.
than the big ones, in my opinion.
You just don't eat as much, I guess.
Well, they just taste better, I feel like.
Yeah, not as much at once. Crumble should do like they did the Kardashian box. Should do a Sparks box.
Yeah, we can all design. That's awesome.
Oh, I like that.
What would your crumble cookie be then?
It would probably be like confetti.
Just confetti.
Like a confetti cookie. I like it with the pink sugar, but that's already kind of a thing. So
Okay.
maybe something else, but I
Like confetti for winning.
I like sugar.
A championship. Hell yeah. What would yours be, Mom, if you had a crumble flavor?
Well, I make a lot of chocolate chip cookies on my own.
The best.
No, I don't know about that. But
She's being humble.
So I would do something different, like a key lime pie one that they make. Have you ever had that?
Ew.
They've had a key lime pie one. It's good.
I'm very simple when it comes to desserts.
I am too. I think
chocolate chip Oreo.
I would want like a variation of a snickerdoodle or something.
Yeah.
Hit us up, Crumble.
Okay.
Yes,
please.
Who's next?
You guys like my glasses?
Love.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm low-key blind.
Loki.
And these aren't prescription, because if I were prescription, they'd be like this thick.
You can see the future.
Yeah, they're huge. Like, and I get cute glasses, but they're so big, like I can't.
So what would your prescription, do you know it?
Oh, I know it.
What is it?
Do you have a prescription?
Yeah, mine was -6.5 each eye when I was.
Oh,
Are we
that's
some-
me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so you're blind too.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, and then I
really-
got that eye procedure done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they gave me some Valium and I was knocked out.
And so now you're 20/20?
Yeah, now I'm 20/20.
What?
Yeah. So basically, for those of you who don't know, I had this eye surgery done. Was it my junior year of college?
Yes.
I remember. I think I just followed you.
Yes. Yeah. And so I was posting a ton about it because they paid me to do it. And honestly, I was like, hell yeah, I'll do it because I hate having to put in contacts every morning. It like made my morning.
I sleep in mine.
But like they just make you get dry eyes and they fall out if you get hit. I don't ever see your contacts fall out in game though.
Oh, they have fallen out, but like
Really?
I'm like running down the floor and like licking it and like sticking it back in my eye.
So see, that's why like it's rough being a basketball player that has to wear contacts because it's such a physical sport. Like
You're like this at the free throw line.
exactly. So yeah, basically they take a lens and then tuck it into your cornea somehow and
Insert it.
yeah,
in.
it's just like an implanted contact lens. So I have 20/20 vision now. So I honestly feel like all basketball players should get it done.
I wonder as you get older, will it revert a little bit?
It can easily be like changed, like swapped out. Like the down period is like the rest of the day you should like chill, but if you have to like swap them or change anything,
If your
like you
vision
just have to wear
changes.
like goggles for like a couple weeks to protect your eyes because you don't want to get like poked right after getting them put in.
Okay.
We do have good goggle pictures of her.
Yeah, I played in
She had,
goggles
like, a
for a good
Kurt Rambis period.
yeah. So you should look into
Yeah,
that.
I have my first pair, but I just didn't wear them.
What?
Goggles.
For in game?
Yeah, like when I was
You look like Alicia Gray.
like high school.
I love it. She doesn't
She
wear
doesn't-
those for
Yeah.
prescription. She just does it for
At this
her-
point, yeah.
protect her eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a good look for her now, though. Like, I
she
wouldn't
looks
recognize
swaggy.
her
I saw
otherwise.
Diamond also. She actually
Yeah.
has to wear because her eyes.
It's prescription.
No, she has to protect them. She has like glass contacts in her eye. It's like,
so she has a really big prescription.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So if you get hit, like it could cut your eye. So she has to, yeah.
What's it like having perfect vision over there?
Well, as I've always had really good vision, but as you get older, as you become an old head, I do need like reading glasses now, which she makes fun of me for.
Yeah.
I do.
She'll like knock them off my head when I have them. Like I'll put them up on my head.
Gotta keep eating our carrots.
That's
a fallacy. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Of course, our son, Google, Sai, will tell us. He'll break down all the things
Speaking
that
of
Don't
Sai.
tell Amaya that. I'm going to tell her that.
Yeah, I know. You need to trick her into the
carrots,
vegetables.
yeah.
She does a pretty good job of eating her veggies.
She goes through phases.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to World War II, where they
What?
were telling. It does. Where they told soldiers that if they ate carrots, it would help their, I think it was the Germans. They told them it would help their vision, or maybe the English. Anyway, but it's not
Why?
true.
Because like carrots were the only vegetables available or something?
Sai, we need Sai here. He would tell us.
Okay. Speaking of Sai, your confession.
Oh, yeah. My confession. I am here for the week. It was supposed to just be like 3 days, moving Sai into his new apartment because he's going to business school at USC.
Yay,
So-
Sai.
I guess go Trojans.
Fight on.
Fight on.
I'm learning that. I know it is. It's because of the Pac-12 rivalry.
Kiki and Juju converted me, and now Sai
That's
is like,
fair.
I have to
Yeah.
support them.
What is
for
it?
sure.
What is it?
Fight on. Yeah.
Fight on.
It's just this.
But why this?
But isn't that for victory?
I thought it was like for a spear.
air quotes. No.
Okay, so Sai got into USC.
So Sai's starting business school next month, and so thought I would only be here for like 3 days, but his delivery of furniture was delayed
Okay.
2 days. So I did not bring all my hair products. So I'm on day like 5 or 6 of it's been wash day for like 2 days.
You're disgusting.
I'm a dirty. I'm a dirty girl.
No, that's not even that. I feel like people go a long time without washing their hair.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look oily.
It doesn't.
Thank you. I run on the dry. I'm dry.
Oh, okay. You're fine then. You don't have to wash.
I'm oily. I'm a grease ball.
I know you. We are opposites in that way. You're the dirty girl.
Okay. Okay. Those were our confessionals. Let's move on. Okay. So it's been a minute since you came on the show. You came on with my godmother, Sonya, who you've met. I feel like you've talked to a good amount. She loves you. So I've had all my mothers on the show.
You have.
I know. So I think everyone was like, they needed an encore with you.
That's
You have a bunch of
surprising.
fans.
Oh, cool.
That's
And
surprising.
since she came on our podcast, she went on another. So are you just a podcaster now? What's going on?
No, I just have some free time.
You do.
I'm
What a
retired. So yeah.
Tell them about your knee situation.
Oh, okay.
It just, okay, you go first and then I'll add my 2 cents.
So I had knee replacement 6 weeks ago, and I was supposed to have it done 7 years ago. So
It's
I
crazy.
was bone on bone.
Ooh.
Yeah. My patellofemoral was like eroded, and it was rubbing on my femur. So yeah, even though it's still sore, it feels better than it did prior to surgery. So I'm very happy.
Do you have to like rehab? Are you like, you have to
do.
like gain strength in it and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go to PT twice
Yeah.
a week and then do like 5 days at home.
So twice a week is crazy. I feel like when you're
Yeah,
like an
you're like,
athlete,
I have to do
you're
it
like
every day. That's why I
every
was
single day
curious.
is like PT. But I mean, obviously we're doing different things. But I feel very validated from my mom getting knee surgery because she's like validated everything that
Yeah.
I feel like
I
I've been
get it.
going through.
Yeah.
And it's honestly made me feel much better because I feel like now you like, not that you didn't understand how long and hard my days were or are. I mean, now I really don't have, I'm not like in the thick of it at all anymore, but it was just like super validating for you to be like, it is genuinely like exhausting and mentally. I feel like more so it's just like such a mental, the range of
for
motion is
sure.
the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they're cranking on it to get, or you're cranking on it to get it to where you started pre-surgery.
Yeah.
But I only was going for an hour with physical therapists twice a week and then doing it on my own. And I was like, I can't even imagine, because you're doing it
I think
for
you should
3
go
hours.
more than 2 times a week, honestly.
Well, it's an insurance thing. So. But yeah, I really get it. I kept saying that to you. Like, I get it, Cameron, how exhausting it must be to do it every day. And, you know, let's be clear. I don't think people know that return to an ACL is a year, and you had
if
to
you're
wait.
not like some buff football player.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they could just come back in 6 months. But.
Yeah. Their muscles are little though.
Yeah. And I think what people also don't know, we had talked about this. So you have to wait a couple of weeks before you go into surgery post ACL. And then you also waited because you wanted a particular surgeon.
Yeah, I waited a month to get
You waited for him to come back from vacation.
Elatrage, Elatrage.
Who's amazing.
Yeah.
Worth the wait. But so your recovery is you're rounding the bend, you're coming around the bend, you're in the home stretch.
Yeah.
But it's a long process.
Dee also does a good job. Like just the other day, you could tell I was like pissed about whatever workout I was doing. And you're like, I thought you wanted a high five. You're like, no, come here. She just gave me a hug. And then Lynn walked past us while we were hugging. And Lynn was like, oh, and we were like, shut up, Lynn. Lynn's great though. So yeah, it's been cool. But I'm glad you got your knee fixed.
Thank you.
Hopefully we both don't need knee replacements in the future. Yeah. Hopefully all the preventative stuff we do now prevents us from needing major surgery again.
Cam has had some free time, obviously, since her like injury, and she's branched. She's obviously had this show, her podcast. How do you feel about that? How do you feel like she's done so far?
I love it. I honestly love it. I've listened to everyone.
You can be brutally honest.
No, I am. I usually listen to it in the car when I'm driving, and I will have laugh out loud moments. Like I'll be like, it's funny. It's really funny. And honestly, other people will say that to me without me, you know, prompting them. They'll just go, they're really funny. I love listening to it. So yeah, no, I think it's natural. You guys are super natural and honest, and it's just refreshing. And what I also think, because I can get caught up in what's going on in the world and, you know, in the news. And it's such a lovely break from that. You know, it has some substance, but you guys don't go down the rat hole that I take myself down on the regular. So thank you. You brighten my day. I like it.
Thanks.
So when Sue was on last week, she talked to Cam and I about the whole Centel comment that Cam and Plum were kind of like involved in.
They said Los Angeles Sparks practice was delayed due to Kelsey Plum and Cameron Brink arriving in the same outfit and refusing to acknowledge each other. So I told Kelsey about this probably a couple weeks ago because it's been out for a while. And Kelsey was like, send it to me. I'm going to quote tweet it and say that.
And I saw that she commented on the post and said that she should do brinking a fool instead of shacking a fool.
Absolutely. Or brinking a foul.
Oh. Would it just be like bad fouls?
Bad foul. No, side note, I feel like watching as much basketball as I've been watching, I feel like I genuinely like, I'm not promising anything, so don't. You see how excited
remember
I got?
when you said you weren't going to foul anymore?
Well, no, I just feel like I really understand like the flow of the game, like how aggressive to start out. You know, like watching you is like how, like I feel like you manage your fouls really well. And on that note, I feel like I've learned so much watching.
I love
like
that.
when you're watching, not going into the game, it just you like gather so much more information. So, and we watch a lot of film.
Yeah. Do you have on the top of your head a couple maybe fouls this last few weeks that you would put on there?
You?
Which one?
The one that happened to you.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said fouls.
I did.
Brinking a foul.
Yeah.
Wait. Like fouls from
like what? One? No, I'm just asking.
I have one that happened to you.
So it would still be like silly stuff that happens during the games.
Yeah.
So
that's my concept.
Blocking myself.
Yeah.
You would put on there. Okay.
Do you want me to explain? I mean, I watched it from.
If you guys put this clip up there.
You put the clip in.
It was so funny.
I mean, I can laugh about it because I've scored on that move 100 times, but.
It's her go-to. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got fouled and they didn't call it.
You did get fouled.
I wonder if I can still get fined.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
The refs aren't going to watch this spot or whoever finds us. Who finds us?
Todd.
Oh, Todd. I love Todd.
Yeah, Todd's great.
Todd's great. Yeah, he's the one who gives us the fines. I met him at draft. Okay, so basically, Dee was on the block. She has this move. She loves to spin baseline and then finish on the opposite side of the rim. She kind of got shoved off her line, and then she went up to just, it looked like she was about to yam it, and then blocked herself on the backboard.
Yeah, like it was so hard. I was like, oh, and it just like came down.
You felt pretty hard. So I remember Ray and I were like, ooh.
Yeah.
But you got up.
crazy because like when it first happened, I was like, I know she didn't just block my shot like that.
No.
And then I was like, oh shit.
You just didn't realize where you were in space.
Yeah, and I was already going up.
It works 9 times out of 10.
It does.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, but that would probably be on Brink in a Fool.
I remember watching it going, oh, she just rim checked herself.
I mean, it didn't look bad. It just was like awkward. Like,
it felt terrible because we were losing. And it was like the last possession of the game. So I was like, great.
Oh, it wasn't the last.
Yes.
I guess it was close.
It was like the last possession of the game.
But you got right back up. You popped up.
You did.
Whatever.
Don't matter. You do so many other positive things. Like, I swear.
It's okay.
The ratio.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Everybody. Have no fear. It's good. You got to go for it.
Yeah.
I think I've airballed a free throw.
No, I don't think you have.
Yeah.
When?
I've
definitely airballed a free
in
throw.
College?
Definitely in college.
Did you?
For sure.
I hate the free throw line.
I don't think you did.
I hate the free throw line.
Okay, you're genuinely such a good free throw shooter. It's just like
It's game time and like.
well, the refs need to give you better like it's so cute.
No, now I just started doing that though.
What?
Like the no dribbles. Because I used to do 4 dribbles and then I cut it to 2 and then I took it out completely. I'm supposed to just like catch and shoot. And there's games I'll go 8 of 8 or I'll go like 2 of 9.
I think free throws is one of the hardest.
Yeah.
It's so funny. So like lately, okay, this is also weird. I like sometimes prefer to watch YouTube over like normal TV. When I watch YouTube, I like watching this YouTube creator. His name's Jesser. And like all these competitions about like pretty like regular people, like free throw competitions. Right? Like no one can hit a free throw. I don't think people realize how hard shooting free throws is.
Yeah.
So like for those of you who are like, oh, like they're free. I'm like, yeah, they're free, but like it's generally like, especially if you're not in a rhythm, it's like impossible.
Yeah.
So I think like Ray and I are always like, use your legs. We don't want to like
yeah,
yell
it's
at
like
you.
lean forward and it's a lot for my criticisms.
No, it's fine. But yeah, I think 4 dribbles is a lot. I do 1.
Yeah, it's got to take the anxiety out of it.
What did you do?
You do. I like that I think you went to like the Kevin Durant, like you do the shoulder.
I just take a
and
deep
exhale.
breath. I go, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get up there and breathe and the rim is like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
she almost broke the collegiate record for most consecutive free throws made.
What was
she
it?
won off 73 in a row.
And I missed in Vegas.
Was I at that game?
No.
And I think there was a line violation. They should have given you another shot.
Probably.
But anyway, that's mom talking.
So you're recently on the Click Clack. For those of you who don't know, great podcast. Check it out. My mom was a guest. You killed it. I feel like you're just very naturally good at talking. She always gives me points.
Makes sense.
The thing is, she was like built for this. I feel like you should have been doing what I'm doing now. Does that make sense? I feel like she had to give presentations when she worked at Nike. Like I've never been good at that.
Same.
So I'm coming into my own. We both don't like public speaking, which is so funny why we're doing this.
Yeah.
But anyways, I bring that up. You were on this podcast and you shared some really cute stories about Dearica and I, and just like as a mom, how you appreciate
You did?
I did.
Dearica being there for me. Because I feel like Sidel said the same thing. Like you worry about your family when they start a new job, I don't know, a new profession. So how was that experience?
Yeah. So, and it was great talking to Jackie because she played in college, she played at USC, she played in the W, and she knows you, Dearica. And so as soon as I mentioned you, we just started sharing some stories about you and how just it feels so good to have my kid in the hands of someone who is so genuinely
Another
caring.
kid.
Yeah, no, it just, I can kind of step back and try not to mom her so much because I know she has a mom who's a vet who can give her much better advice.
But Dee's great because she's like a mom that doesn't mom too much either,
I try not to be a helicopter mom.
She doesn't Huda. She doesn't Love Island Huda you.
Yeah, no, she won't. Dearica hasn't watched Love Island, so
I have not watched
Sorry.
Love Island.
Yeah, but
Actually,
anyways,
there was, I guess one of the girls is Amaya.
yeah.
And like I'm scrolling and I see like Amaya and I'm like, what the fuck is this? 'Cause it's like
You
my
thought-
daughter's name is Amaya. And then it's like, oh, okay.
Okay, it's not that.
So now, but it's like all this Amaya's been on my timeline. And like,
She's a fireball for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You should watch it.
You have to. We're gonna
No.
suck you into it. It's
No.
so good.
When was your first time meeting? Was your first time meeting each other at the draft?
Yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always will remember that outfit you wore to my draft.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not my draft. The year before.
Yeah.
The draft wasn't.
That's
My
right.
draft wasn't. I just feel old now. I'm like, oh my god, I wasn't just
Girl.
drafted.
It's just over a year ago.
But yeah, I remember you guys meeting, and you being so supportive that night.
Yes.
You got interviewed multiple. I think we were just all a nervous wreck that night.
We were.
So it was nice having
I was
you
like, you need to
around.
relax.
I know you were. You were like, calm down. I was like, oh, that makes me feel good.
Well, we were so nervous. We were hopeful that you were going to go to LA. So I saw you and I'm like, oh my gosh. I just was so hopeful that you were going to go to LA. And so it was just so nice to see you then afterwards also, after it actually happened. So
yeah,
it was a great night.
it was a great night.
Someone called me. Who's this? Oh, Plum. Plum FaceTime me. What does she want? Hold on.
Let's FaceTime
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kelsey on
FaceTime
here.
Plum back. Yeah, no, she called me.
I'm going to harass her that she's supposed to be coming on here.
You're on Cam's podcast now, so what's up?
No, don't worry.
Like this, I look crazy.
No,
No,
you're
they
not
can't
being
see
shown.
you.
You're not being shown.
But my phone is on Do Not Disturb, and you get to get through. So it was bzz, bzz.
Mine's not like that.
Ooh.
Yes, it
What
is.
do you want to talk about? I'm here. Hit me.
You need to come on here. I'm mom. She has boring mom on. Wait. I should learn how to. I'm supposed to know how to do this for you.
The W?
Yeah.
Your fingers
still
look
got
so
gang signs.
jank. She's jammed her
Can you
fingers.
tell I
so-
have to lay? But Sai's going to USC for business school, so now I have to figure out. I have to do this now.
Fight on. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing that on here.
Hey, Pookie.
Here's Cam.
Hey, Bookie.
Hey, Pookie.
Hey.
Hey, Pookie.
Are you guys in the middle of taping or what's
Yeah.
We were taking a little break.
And my phone was vibrating. I was like, who's calling me? Because there's only a few people that can like get through. So I was like, who's calling
You
me?
look cute.
Thank you. Y'all heard that?
I like the glasses.
Zoom in on it.
Glasses.
You like the glasses? We were talking about how I'm blind.
Are you outside?
Yeah, I'm just sitting outside with the dog.
Can I see the baby?
Yeah.
Can I see?
He's a baby, but he's having a hard time right now. He's like, he had explosive diarrhea this morning.
Oh,
Plum is getting her first experience as a mom.
I know.
But guys, when I say explosive, it was like all the way from the crate to the door. You know what I mean? It was like it exploded.
I have a question. Do you have like a weak stomach? Because if my dog does that, or if my kids do that, I'm like, bleh, bleh, bleh.
You gag. Yes,
I gag.
you gag.
Even with your kids?
Yeah, with like diapers and stuff.
I gag with diapers and smells, yes.
I don't blame you. I
With
do
your
too.
own,
This far.
with your own kid.
Yes, my own kid. They
I do
stink.
with other people's, but not my own kids. Well, not that you shit
No,
your pants
and then the one,
anymore.
if you gag once, it's over for.
Yeah, you can't gag. Once you gag it, and then if you gag it, inhale it.
Oh.
Well, I was just calling to check on you, but in that case, you're fine. So
I'm fine.
Love you.
love you guys. See you
All right.
later.
Give Abe a hug.
Go dogs.
Bye-bye.
I feel like puppies always have that stage though. Like
I love-
puppies go through
My
that.
dog still has that stage, and he's
Well, then
10.
you need to give them pumpkin.
That helps. Does help.
Bro,
for
Let me tell
literally.
you, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, when something smells really badly, like when you live in an apartment, the trash chutes.
No,
Anytime like
that is
literally
gross.
just- it
Like
is
shit.
really bad.
Throw
Yeah.
up and poop. I can't.
Yeah.
And blood.
I don't mind blood.
Yeah, because
mind
you keep
blood.
getting scratched. I'm surprised in all these
I
games.
know.
Everyone has like scars all over their arms.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, if you're ever wondering how I enjoy the fun moments of life while balancing my fitness goals, I am so happy to have been introduced to Z-Biotics pre-alcohol now that I don't have to choose between having a fun night or making it to my early morning workout. Z-Biotics also have a sugar to fiber prebiotic drink mix. Mixing sugar to fiber into a drink every day is a simple step I can take to improve my gut health. The sugar to fiber takes sugar that most of us don't need more of in our diet and turns it into leaven fiber, something most of us do need more of in our diet, to help feed a more diverse set of bacteria in the gut. Aside from loving the Z-Biotic pre-alcohol, I also love how Z-Biotics values having a science team full of women. And they support women's sports, so they know what's up. Go to zbiotics.com/cam to learn more and get 15% off of your first order when you use code CAM at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee, so if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/cam and use the code CAM at checkout for 15% off. Thank you, Z-Biotics, for sponsoring this episode and our good times. Okay, so we have a new segment. Are you aware of this?
No.
Oh, well, welcome
Thank
to the
you.
new segment. So this is our new segment, Throwing Fits. We're going to be highlighting some of our favorite fits from around the league. This week, I want my mom to pick her favorite one of my tunnel fits. So you have 3 right here.
Okay.
To choose from. I need to get away from the mini skirt a little bit. I'm a little one-dimensional.
You need to show those legs off.
Thank you.
From last season, I
know what you're going to say.
The one in the middle.
Yeah.
That.
Because that's your jacket.
Yes, it is my jacket. And we kind of came up.
I remember. Yeah, you were riding with me, no?
Yeah,
I remember this.
And
it was always so fun riding with you to games.
The outfit was supposed to be something else. And then it just kind of morphed into that. And you nailed it. It was beautiful.
Describe what it looks like.
A khaki blazer over a vest with a white dress shirt and a khaki mini. And I don't remember the shoes. And you put your hair in a high bun. And do you have glasses?
Yeah, I was wearing Sydney's glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it. It just, and you cinched, I remember that shirt had
and was there a red lip?
Oh yeah, more of a red lip than you normally do, but the shirt had like a cinch. I felt like I was getting Scarlett O'Hara ready to go into the ball. Like you were like, cinch it.
I don't know that reference.
Yeah, sorry, it's a bad Gone with the Wind reference, old head reference. So yeah, that was from last season. That's my favorite. From this season, the leopard was fire. I do love the yellow because it was the first game of the season, so it gave a little sparks hit.
You did purple for the first game too.
I did do some purple.
We just are coordinated.
And I love the pinstripe, the long, is that Helsa?
Yeah, it's
the one in the middle?
Yeah.
Obsessed with Helsa. So I don't know, do I have to pick a favorite? They're all different. I love them all.
You don't have to pick a favorite.
I love them all. You killed it.
Good job describing those.
Has there been times where you've been like, or like a look or a shoot where you've been like, no?
I'm usually pretty open. Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like I trust the creatives in the room.
From the players shoot, it did throw me off when those proofs came back. I did think you had a cigarette in your mouth, and then I had to see it expanded, and it was just a cool long match. But I loved the outfit. I loved how they styled you. The whole shoot was amazing. But it did, I will say, and that's what you want. It's art. Yeah. And you want people to do a double take. You don't want the same aesthetic that everyone does. So I think they killed it because they make you look twice. They're like, what does she have in her mouth? So it was perfect.
Like I was fully naked for that shoot. Like I literally, for one of the shots. Yeah, I was walking around naked. There was only gays and girls in the room, I think. So
G and G.
It wasn't it wasn't an issue, but yeah, I feel like when they have a vision, I'm totally, I don't know, I like the artistry of it all. I like shooting stuff like that. I think it's fun. You would love it too.
You know what I love is that you are so comfortable in your own skin now.
Well, we just walk around the locker room naked. Like it's like, I don't know, I feel like as an athlete you're just comfortable
a little like this, but
yeah, I never
you're not just like strutting around.
I never really got to that point in my skin as an athlete. I was always just a little nerdy about it, kind of not completely.
Maybe it's like a generational thing,
especially like going overseas and stuff. I've been a part of some crazy things.
I feel like overseas they're really comfortable in their bodies.
They are like too comfortable.
Oh my gosh,
what?
When you go to a spa in Europe,
everyone's full frontal nude.
Oh, like men and women.
Yeah,
families,
that would throw me off.
Families just rolling on in completely.
Maybe it's a hot take, but it's like, what did make us so shameful about?
Because we've sexualized
question.
everything.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Wait, what's your story? Wait, I want to know.
Come on, D.
I was in Korea. I was in South Korea, not Korea.
Where you only ate salmon, apples,
and I had that big old booty. Yeah.
Yep. She showed me the photo from that time.
Thank you.
Crazy.
We have to show because people are like,
well, you still have a big booty.
Yeah, but if I show people, I show my teammates it also.
So you think it was like high protein?
Show it really fast.
Yeah, show it.
Was it a high protein?
Thick, girl.
She was. So she only ate.
I need that diet.
That shows you the diet. Now she only eats Chick-fil-A. She still looks great after 2 kids. It's like, what the fuck? How do you do that?
It's a great metabolism.
I'm like, that's when we lived in the Netherlands. I felt like we ate so much cleaner.
Oh, for sure.
We felt better.
Everything's less processed. Your bread over there goes bad in 2 to 3 days.
Well, I still eat all the donuts here. Yeah.
Do you remember post practices in high school?
Yeah, we would go get cones.
We would get a cone.
Thank you. You're
it's crazy. Yeah.
Wait.
Thank you.
Also, you're at the zoo.
Period.
Look at this.
I have the cakes. I mean, I still got.
Body,
You see it, right?
yada,
You see
yada,
it?
yada, yada,
Yes.
yada.
People, but
Body,
this is
yada,
when I
yada.
said people were like, "Did you get a BBL?" Like this is what I
No, she
looked-
never
we
got.
got-
But I remember
this is what it was.
You texted me that photo, and I was like, "Damn!"
I don't think I could ever get this back this big though.
No,
like
you-
I don't call it big, but like because I feel like the way I play is like it's I can't
You're
be that
lean.
thick.
Yeah, like you're like a.
I'm fast and
a
quick,
power
so it's
forward,
like
yeah.
I can't be like thick like that.
I know it's harder to carry on.
Period. Thank you. And now I'm sending it to you.
Yes, please.
Put it in. That's actually hilarious. Wait, how did we get to that point?
But you being
stories
comfortable.
overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
Oh, so yeah, when I was in South Korea, we still shower together, but I'm in the shower and my teammate walks in, and this is TMI.
No. Oh,
There's no
never.
TMI.
Yeah.
Okay, and she's on her menstrual cycle, and this is so gross.
She's just
It's not gross.
she's
but, like,
actively bleeding.
She's clean, yeah, and she's like cleaning it out, and like it's like bleeding, like, and I'm like two shower heads over.
If you got to do that,
Yeah, but like while I'm standing
that
right
is
there,
pretty crazy. That is pretty. That is crazy.
So I was just like, oh,
But at the same time, like, I know I would be nerdy. I would never
and
do
you're
that in
at
front of
home.
anyone. But I love that it is natural. Like, it's
And
what
I was, like,
happens.
21 maybe.
Yeah.
It's probably culture
It's,
shock.
I
Yeah.
was like, what? I'd only been
Very
on cycle like
interesting.
3 years at that point, probably. So.
That is like I don't know how many, like I have so many stories, especially in high school, like being an athlete and then dealing with your period is such a fucking pain.
Being a
in the
kid,
ass.
being a young, like, is a lot.
I bled through, especially like when it was volleyball season. I remember being so petrified. Remember, there was 3 games when I bled through my little spandex.
Yeah.
That was so sad.
Yeah.
I love that they're changing. I feel like, I don't know if it's happening with the W as much, but in
Less white
Oh,
shorts.
no, there's
not-
like extra, like
Oh,
Nike, yeah.
Yeah,
There's, like,
and they're
extra-
not.
Yeah.
They're also not having white shorts in the professional women's soccer league,
Oh,
so that they don't have to worry about that.
we have white shorts.
Yeah, I feel like there
wears
could
white?
be an adjustment there.
I agree. I
Like,
think
why should women? Why
I've
you
had
have enough
me,
to
a
focus
teammate,
on?
like everyone's bled
We're
through.
always like, check
Yeah.
me, check me.
check, yeah.
you don't want to have one more thing to worry about. Don't have white shorts. Figure it out, or have a
Yeah.
pattern so that it's dark enough so women don't have to
Yeah.
as an athlete,
It
have to
does
worry about it.
suck. We tear our ACLs on our period.
Yes.
We gotta worry about bleeding through our clothes.
Yeah.
Gotta worry about if you made it through the month or not.
And like the funniest thing about all the teams I'm on is like we're synced.
Yeah,
we're
you
all
start-
synced.
yeah.
Like you literally do start syncing.
I walked into the training room and I said, "Who messed it up?"
Yeah,
And they was like, "Well, you're not the head honcho anymore."
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a shoot you scared me on the sport. You called me and pranked me on the Sports Illustrated bathing suit.
I did?
She was naked.
She told me they asked her to do. Remember you called me and asked if you could do.
Oh, they told me to do
yeah,
that.
it's funny, but
Do what?
go
They
ahead.
basically were like, "Oh, call your mom and see, like, prank her. Be like, is she okay if you're naked for the shoot?" Which I damn near was. I don't even know.
But I was like, I go, what do you mean naked? Like, body image naked? So you're like covered, like
Yeah, like
you,
little basketball.
right?
Yeah, there was just no way I would be fully.
Yeah.
Okay, but
you got
like,
me.
This is something I like to ask a lot of athletes: is like, if you had the chance to do the body issue, if it was still around, would you do it?
Yeah.
Mom, was there ever a shoot where you were worried about it being too much for me?
Yeah, the Sports Illustrated shoot where you told me they asked you to go full on naked.
Pranked ya.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that was too much.
This is a segment heavy episode, but I love the segment. This new segment is Big Ick Energy, and it's basically us sharing some of our icks. So one of mine is, let me preface with, I know fans have great intentions and they just are excited to see you. But I've like had this happen one too many times where when a fan like will grab your arm and yank you one way or just be too handsy. So yeah, that's my ick. It's like, I know they mean well, so that's why I don't get like upset. But I think it's just like too, like people think it's okay to just like pull you every which way, which I'm like,
Yeah, touching somebody you don't know is not cool.
so that's mine.
Oh, I know. Here's a big This is Daddy's ick and my ick. When you see a guy come out of the bathroom and he doesn't wash his hands.
Well, how are you watching someone not wash
Dad
their
always does. Dad will come out and go.
He's such a germaphobe.
He's a germ. And I love that, though. I'm like, cool. But he'll be like, that dude didn't wash his hands.
Don't touch him.
That dude didn't wash his hands. I'll be like, ew. Like, what?
You wash your hands after every time you go to the bathroom.
Yeah, 100.
Even at home.
Yes.
If I just go pee sometimes, I'm like, eh.
You know what's so funny? Legend is he's in the process of being potty trained. And like his mom, maybe his father, he puts his hands in his pants like to sleep, and like he's always just has his hands down there. Yeah. But he's like in the process of potty training, so he's like always moving stuff around. And he sucks his thumb. So sometimes, and he sucks his left thumb, but like I'm just like, ew.
Is he ambidextrous?
I don't know yet. He does a little bit of both, but he's been mostly left. But yeah, he like does that. And then one time, and he kind of has like you know, they get in a routine of like when they poop and stuff. Mm-hmm. And one morning I didn't smell it. And then like I smelled it. And I look over there and he had his hands in his diaper.
Oh,
pulled it out. It's everywhere. Just like, and he's just like playing with the poop, putting it all everywhere, like his toys and stuff. And I was like, I know you're lying. Like, and he's over there sucking his thumb. And I'm like,
I know you didn't clean it up, did you?
No, I did. I had to.
Good job.
But I was just like, no.
That's kids. That's kids.
Yeah.
So there's this sweet family friend of ours. They have a little boy, and we were getting him ready for bed once, and we look away for 1 second. He's on top of like his little train table.
I remember that.
And we basically look back, and there's a perfect sphere. No, literally, when I say perfect, it was a perfect sphere of poop. Literally like a ball. And we looked at him, and he was down like playing with blocks, and like he didn't do anything. We were like, how the hell did you just poop out a perfect little sphere? I made you clean it up because I couldn't.
Of course, yeah. Mom.
So yeah, we love kids over here.
Yeah.
I think I'm glad I've been exposed to a lot of like young kids.
Kids are crazy.
Yeah.
Maya runs around smacking butts.
Yeah.
Credit carding people.
She does. Explain what credit carding is.
I don't know what it is, but
credit card swipe.
Yeah, right, just like you catch people off guard. Yeah.
Like, she does that to Kelsey.
And like if you're just like off guard a little bit and she runs up, she's just like credit card and like up your butt.
Kids.
I have so many good kid stories. The grandkids too. I act like they're my grandkids, but they're not. They're Sonya's grandkids. She has 10 now.
That's crazy.
With Sidel's baby. 10 grandkids.
How many grandkids would be ideal for you?
I mean, I'm just excited. Well, take your time. But I will be a very excited grandparent. So I don't know. I don't think you should put a number on it. I mean, I don't think Sonya expected to have 10. And she is all over the place. So 10 is a lot.
Yeah. So how do you...
10 birthdays to remember, 10...
You're going to have a ton of grandkids.
Who?
You.
How?
I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
When your kids have kids.
Your kids have kids.
2 kids right now.
I know, but do you want to have more kids when you want to have more kids?
And when are they going to have kids?
Maybe we'll all be dead by then. I don't know.
But they're early. Like Sonya, her kids kind of earlier than we did, and then her kids had kids early. So she's,
Maya's going to be on a tennis tour. So
okay.
Legend's probably going to be hooping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he could have kids, I guess.
He'll play basketball.
I think 4 grandkids, 2 and 2.
I want 4 kids.
No, you do not.
Yes,
I do not think you do.
I do.
Have you talked to Sidel?
Yeah, I do a show with her usually, and now my amazing teammates co-hosting. I'm aware.
She's so happy she had her 3rd, but she and Callie are like 3 is like next level. But you know what? Once you get to 3, then if you go to 4, like what's the difference?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be around to help, so
nope, I'm not going to help at all.
You say that.
I will. No, I'll be over helping. I'll be there.
My mom has moved in and does everything.
Shout out moms.
Yes.
Same with my mom. Oh, do I have any Cameron mommy icks? Yeah. Oh, I know she does.
Me?
Oh,
for me. Icks of mine.
I have one.
Icks of Cameron.
I have one with my mom, but I've just learned to like accept it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And maybe you'll be like this.
Yeah.
Of course, my grandkids like love their grandmother.
Uh-huh.
Your
Like
grandkids?
she likes to tell me like they just love me, and I'm like, yes, they do. Like, I kid you not, she says it like once a day.
Oh no.
Well, because
that would be tough.
What? I don't know. She just loves her.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
like, but she'll be like, he just wants to be with his grandma. And I'm like,
you
girl,
Don't poke the mom.
Yeah,
That's not,
girl.
I
Like,
wouldn't. Yeah.
You're gonna say that. Watch. You're gonna be like, they just love me so much.
They love
It's like
me
same
more.
thing with Olive,
We are-
my dog. She's like, Olive loves me more
You're
now.
like,
I'm like,
he's more calm with me. Like, girl,
Mm.
it's not everything is not because of you.
That's
Yeah,
so funny.
that's fair. Yeah, you have to be careful as a mom, a grandma, not to do
But
that.
I just ignore it now. So I just okay.
Mm.
And make her feel awkward a little
No.
bit.
I don't know how I would have like do any of the kid stuff without help from you and dad. Or,
Yes, no.
No,
You have to have
definitely
a
need
village.
village.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me soda.
But
Yes, I
sometimes your
do.
village annoys you.
Yeah.
Which is human.
I talked about this with Hannah. We are the toughest on the people we love the most.
Yeah.
And that's hard.
You are tough on me.
Oh, wow. I have an ick, a Cameron ick,
Okay, let's hear it.
that you don't clean the hair out of the drain of your shower.
Sue me. I don't like touching it.
I know. But then I come.
Do you throw it on the side?
Yeah.
You don't even touch it.
Well, if I'm
I come
washing
to
my hair,
town and I'm like, what the?
My shower's actually clogged right now because of that.
Yes, same with
And
hers.
I try to take my toe and I
I
try
feel
to
like it's a man's
move it.
job to do that. So I leave it to Ben. Now Ben's living with me full time. He finished his master's. So
Yay.
good job, Ben. But he's the one that should do that because that is.
Does he know
I believe
that?
in a man's job is to do the dirty, the gross
The man's
stuff.
job is to cook and clean.
Yeah, that's Ben. Just Ben does everything.
Is Ben aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what about, I feel like Ben probably has hair come out and go in the shower.
He has a lot of hair.
Ben has
He
a lot of hair. You're
hair.
so funny. He does. He was always fixing his hair. Ben wants to grow. He's like, I'm gonna make extensions for you. I'm like, thanks. It's gonna take you a long time, but I would gladly save
He
a
has
couple
a great
grand.
head of hair. It's
Yeah.
not. Daddy is very jealous. Her dad has no hair, so he's always like making fun of how much hair Ben has.
Hilarious.
Those were our icks. So we're at the end of the show. Unfortunately, we always end with we have some notes. We're gonna be wrapping with reacting to Love Island, even though Dee hasn't watched yet.
I'm not going to.
I'm
Yeah, you
going
are.
to convert
I'm not
her.
going to.
Uh-huh.
We travel so much. Just download an episode.
No.
What do you do on the planes then if you're not watching something?
Well, my kids have been on most of the trips, so
What did you
I sleep.
I don't like sleeping on planes. You can sleep anywhere. That's one of your...
I think it's a trauma response to sleep on the plane, actually. I'm not going to
Really?
lie. Yes. Like, I've
'Cause
had
you-
some,
Scary flights.
yeah.
Actually, that's actually really good.
And I have to have Wi-Fi. Even if I don't use the Wi-Fi, I have to have Wi-Fi.
So you can text people.
I always just think, like, if something happens, like, I need to be able to be like...
Yeah, I mean, that's
happens
like
as a mom.
You
Yes.
never...
Your mindset shifts.
I know, it always shocks me how like more nervous you get before
Yes.
my games. Like before
Oh.
Amaya has a tennis match, I bet you're going to be like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's
I don't know
terrible.
if you're going to get that nervous.
No, you will.
Really?
I asked Sonya. So Sonya has gone through everything as a mom before we have. And
Yeah.
and her kids been playing at the, elite level. And so I remember it was a playoff game. It's actually the playoff game where Stefan and Seth played each other. And everyone thought, oh, that's so cool. But both she and Dell were a mess.
that would
Like
be
you would
hard.
think
No,
that
yeah.
would be a beautiful thing, but it was so hard. And so I asked her, when does it get better?
Yeah.
When do you stop being nervous for your kids?
Yeah.
And she said, you don't. You always will.
I mean, Maya has had, like, practice matches because she can't really play. And she plays up. So she's 8, but she has to play, like, 12 and under.
Everyone probably thinks she's 12.
They probably do think
And
she's
they
long.
need to remember
yeah.
she's still a baby.
But I don't get, like, nervous for her, but I do get, like, I guess nervousness for, like, the emotion she's
Yes.
gonna have, like,
Yeah.
after whatever happens.
Yeah.
And so her very first match she won. She's like, great, like, she's all happy. And the second one, he kicked her ass. He was older too. But
Oh,
like,
wow.
and
A boy.
co-ed
I
too.
love it.
yeah. And so I was kind of like she couldn't even return a serve. So it was like,
Mm.
shit.
But how good for her growth.
Yeah. And then she comes off, she's like, that was quick. Let's go. I was like, you're right. Let's go.
I want that girl's confidence.
I'll go train tomorrow. She was like, that was fast. She said that took like 5 minutes. But she wasn't like, she doesn't get like too hard on herself.
Good for her.
Well, that's a testament to how you've raised her.
I was going to say, she's been around. She's seen like me go through probably every emotion possible. So even like around the sport for sure. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's so sweet. It's like funny how she'll like keep you humble. She's like, you missed some free throws, Mom.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be like,
you gave us free pizza.
That was so... No, but like you've done such a good job in like instilling confidence in her. And you speak, I feel like you talk to me a lot in the same way, but it's like never, it's so important to not speak negatively to yourself, which it sounds so cliche. Like everyone says that, but it's so important.
I have another funny story. After Unrivaled, we lost to
the Rose.
Yeah, the Rose. And I'm upset, but like, I know, like, you gotta go home. I gotta take care of my kids.
Yeah.
And I get outside and she's bawling. We lost. And I'm like, Maya, what's wrong? Like, she's like, we lost. And now I can't celebrate.
Oh my God.
I was like, Maya.
I was proud of you guys for making it that far. Like, you guys were kind of like underdogs for sure. You beat us.
Yeah.
You beat the Lunar Owls, the team that I wasn't playing.
Hooty hoo.
Hooty hoo. I knew you were going to do that.
We're going to run it back.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to play again.
Yeah.
Are you going back?
Yeah, I guess I can announce it. Maybe 3 years.
Hey. Okay, let's get back on track. So we're talking about Love Island. So who are your faves?
Yeah, I'll sit this one out.
Who gives you the ick? Mom, who are your faves and who gives you the ick?
Okay, well, I don't want to ruin if people are not caught up on episodes. So, but she hasn't watched the most recent one. So
Don't
I won't ruin it. Okay, so I will say my faves are, you heard me say this, but my faves are Ace and Shelly.
Yep.
And she spells her name differently than me, and she's amazing. I love her. Who gives me the ick? I think consistent. Everybody gets the ick from Huda. Like, she's...
Poor Huda.
I know. But I think and it's hard because what we see in editing may not be the reality.
Also said what we talked about this the other day. Say what you said about being on the show with us here, and like sometimes you forget about.
Yeah, exactly. And because Cameron, you said this, you're like, what are they doing? There's cameras everywhere. And I'm like, especially on Love Island, the cameras are integrated and they're, hidden but not hidden. Yeah. And you just start living life. And I think you just forget. You're not
pretending anymore. That's
yourself. Right. And just the one episode I did with you, with Sonya, even though there's this big microphone in front of your face,
you get caught up in the moment.
You get caught up and you're having fun and you're going down memory lane and you say things that maybe in hindsight you should not have shared with the world, but it happens.
I think like the one thing I want to say about Love Island, not that this even like, who cares what I have to say about it, but I feel like we have to remember that they're, humans. And I just worry for like when they get their phones back, I'm like, shit, they're going to see
and they're
so
young
much
and
shit.
they're really young.
They're I'm like the average age of who goes on that show. And
their frontal cortexes have not even fully formed.
It's not a cortex. It's a lobe.
Frontal lobes have
Are you
not
sure
even...
yours is developed?
No. You broke my frontal lobe.
It does deteriorate a little as you get older.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Kids.
Old head and kids.
I was a pretty easy kid to raise.
You were. No, you were. You were not difficult to raise. I mean, you were more difficult than your brother, but he is like easy breezy. So
I'm excited
you were
about
normal.
Legend. He seems like he's.
Are boys? Do you think boys are easier than girls?
I think
my experience. Yeah.
Legend's super chill, but I know there probably is a period like 3 to 4, 5 where they're kind of bad.
Yeah, there are other. It varies by kid because I do know other people who've had boys who have been really difficult.
I feel like I'm boyish.
You do, you skew boyish, and that's not a bad thing.
You were a tomboy.
Yeah. I was a tomboy.
I've seen the photos.
Yeah.
What were you going to say about Legend?
I was saying he's easy, but I don't know. Mine's been great too, though.
Yeah. Wait, who are your faves on Love Island, and who gives you the ick?
Who are my faves? I like Alandria, Shelly. I think Iris is cool, but genuinely, like, I'm not gonna I don't know these people, so like it's hard for me to be like, I don't like this person.
Right.
Like, I'm sure like everyone needs to back off, but Like, yeah, she's got some stuff she needs to work through, but I commend them going on the show. I think it takes balls to go on the show.
You know what? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, she's the first single mom on Love Island.
Yeah.
Is that true? I don't know.
Now we know.
Everyone knows.
I have seen that TikTok. What is it?
Mommy.
Mommy.
I'm a mommy.
I'm a mommy.
I'm a
That
mommy.
mamacita.
That is, I mean, the courage to do that, to put herself out there. And then once she has the connection, like she didn't tell her connection right away, but I don't know, maybe day 3 or something.
Do you think you should tell someone right away if you have a kid, or is that
I think
like
she actually handled it really well. She waited to see, because there is a part of that where
I
are
guess it
you
depends,
deserving to know that?
You're gonna know I have kids before you even like.
Yes,
Yeah,
but in that
depends on-
environment, in that environment, I thought she handled it well.
Yeah, well, that's because you're a public figure and you got. But yeah, we'll get you converted to Love Island. Eventually.
Dragging you in.
Not.
I'll just be like sitting next to you on the plane, like.
I just started last year. I'm a bit of a rookie. It's
I've
funny.
only watched really one reality TV show, and that was The Bachelor.
Yep.
Because a friend of mine, Matt James, was on the show.
Oh, fun.
He's really nice. He's your
Sweetie.
homie. But yeah, that was episode 21.
21, I win.
21.
Can you do something for me?
I didn't even go that route.
That's a wrap on episode 21 of Straight to Cam, a Wave Original. Shout out to my mother and Mama D.
Yep.
And make sure you listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts at Straight to Cam.
And follow the show on all social media platforms, Straight to Cam, to keep up with the best clips throughout the week. Bye.
Bye.